detail that's guarding former President Donald Trump. So this coming from Real Clear Politics, reporting that a female Secret Service agent abandoned her post in North Carolina to breastfeed her baby during Trump's visit yesterday to the Tar Heel state. The report says about 5 minutes before Trump's motorcade arrived, the site agent who manages security for the entire event did a final sweep of the location.
And while walking the route, the site agent reportedly found the Secret Service special agent in question breastfeeding with 2 other family members present in a room that's supposed to be set aside for official business like an emergency involving the president. The report says the special agent did not have permission to leave her post and gave no warning prior to the event that she needed personal time. Working Secret Service agents are prohibited from bringing children or any family members, for that matter, on a protective assignment.
All right, still working on clarification and details on this, that coming from the reporter for RCP. And it comes about a month after what many consider to be the biggest Secret Service failure in recent American history, the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. For details, national correspondent Alana Austin just got a response from the Secret Service spokesman on this. She joins us live from Capitol Hill with this story. Alana.
Hi, good morning, Sean and Emma. And certainly, as you mentioned there, we're really just weeks out from the attempted assassination on the former president. And we heard from a whistleblower, if you will, a counter sniper, saying he was worried there could be another attack imminently as all of these campaign events, the calendar intensifies here leading up to the November elections. And here's the response I just received from the U.S. Secret Service spokesperson. It is saying all employees of the U.S. Secret Service are held to the highest standards. While there was no impact to the North Carolina event, the specifics of this incident are being examined. Given this is a personnel matter, we are not in a position to comment further. So there were many alarming details of this report that first broke from Real Clear Politics about the family members on site. Of course, just minutes before this event is really supposed to get underway, a Secret Service agent apparently breaking numerous policies and protocols. I've asked the U.S. Secret Service if they could clarify whether all the details of this report are accurate, and at this point in time, we are waiting for further clarification.
Shalom. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name of Heavenly Father, Yahushai being named for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone and taught us truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful that person is truth and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh comes to no less than spirit power, Yahweh Yahushai. Another update in times and events. Now, you've seen that report on the news. You know how the woman that had to leave her post, and she's in the Secret Service and supposed to be protecting, you know, the possible president-elect or former president, Donald Trump. And she had to leave to breastfeed. You know, ultimately, this just goes to show the Lord always reveals and shows that the natural place and position of a woman, she's supposed to be at home, man. And if she is providing some type of substance, income for the home, working, it should be more of like home-based type businesses underneath the guidance of her husband. You know, whether it be sowing or reaping different crops, you know, for the food, making things with her hands, or maybe he has a business. Maybe she's working at the, you know, helping with maybe she running the register or something like that, you know. But it's no place for a woman to be out here in this workforce. And pretty soon, the natural position of what a woman's supposed to be doing is going to be forced upon all women in Babylon the Great, aka America, as well as the rest of the world. Because once this World War III hits, hey, they're not going to be worried about working no damn job. And all the women that's in these police forces and these militaries, their emotions are going to kick in, and they're going to revert back to their nature. They're going to need protection, and they're going to be scared, and they're going to be falling behind a man. They ain't about to be shooting back and rushing in all heroically and shit like that, man. And they don't, you know, a man is naturally is stronger in that type of war case environment. So she's going to be overtaken and physically taken away. You know, they show you that with what was going on over there in the Middle East between Israel and, them Arabs over there. And a lot of times the women have been serving have been getting snatched up, and hey, they just have their way with them and then off them. So it's just more and more evidence it's not a position for a woman to be in. And now you have a woman that's running for the president of the U.S., and that's increased the pride even more. But really, that's just setting you women up for a trap, to be victims of the bounties of war. You're supposed to be in all subjection and submission and servitude to a husband at home, man. You're not supposed to be out here being a part of the damn Secret Service. And when they had that whole thing that took place, that when they shot at that dude in his ear, Trump, you had women, Secret Service agents over there fumbling, not drawing their guns in time, not knowing what to do. And here it is, you got a woman, there's a whole woman that just had a baby. And what happens is nature kicks in. She's forced to have to take care of that baby. She got to go breastfeed the baby. So here it is, the president got to be taken out. All because they allowed this woman to be on the force. Now they missing a body that you got a hole in the security. You see that? This is what happens when you push women worship over here in this nation. And go to show this nation is finished. It's gonna fall, man. The whole nation is effeminate. Women worshiping. There's no masculinity here anymore. And the military these men don't have no warrior mentality. Very, very few. And they're struggling for manpower. So they already had to basically start the draft. And they didn't send out the letters for selective service. They don't have enough manpower. And they included women in the draft. And as you can see, they're not going to be any good use in that time. A woman gets in the military, she heaven on earth, man. She has an unlimited selection of all these men that she can, get rotted out from and be all attracted to and lust after. And then the men in a deployment environment, are sexually deprived because they in a war zone for 6 to 9 months. So the few women that are out there deployed with them, guess what's happening? They fucking them. They don't care if they're married or not. She getting passed around and getting all sorts of STDs, gang banged and shit. And they love it. They in heaven in that shit. And then what happens is they get pregnant while they in there, and then they can't deploy and they can't do what they need to do. So it's a waste of money even putting them into positions like this. This is what happens when you have the land of confusion and rulership. But this is Titus chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Speak thou on the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet." Okay, that goes to not being seen. Okay, chastity, keepers at home. Keep your ass at home, man. You're not supposed to be out here and all these damn workforce. You got all this land in sin. You got women on their cycles on a period, and they out here going to work unclean, because anything she sits on becomes unclean, and you making all these people unclean being around you, to being a waitress and shit. She's serving everybody, touching all their food. Meanwhile, she on her period. You're on your period, you're supposed to be put away. You're supposed to have your own private dwelling spot for 7 days until you be clean again. How you going to maintain a job like that? You ain't supposed to be doing it. And then you're emotional. So you get real argumentative, more stressed out. You make a stressful work environment. Get to fighting and cussing and yelling and screaming. Because you're losing your control, because you ain't supposed to be around no damn body. And then some of you get put positions of like managers and head over people. And what do the scriptures say? A woman is not to assert authority over a man. So there's not supposed to be a such thing as a female supervisor, a boss. That's off. The Lord did not give the spirit of wisdom, all wisdom, to a woman. He gave it to a man. The Lord said he deprived her of wisdom. Okay? So they're supposed to be keepers at home. It says obedient to their own husband, listening to their husband, man. Listen, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. And there was a story that I came across a while back, and there was this dude. I guess he migrated over to the U.S. from Africa, and he started from ground zero, and he started off, just basically driving buses and shit like that, and and over in Africa they teach polygamy. It's the righteous way. So he ended up having multiple wives. So those multiple wives were able to support him enough to where he was able to get multiple buses for himself and just have a full out on all big scale business, man. Making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Why? Because his wife were obedient to their husband. They listened, they followed his guidance, and he made the chess moves for the business, man. And then his multiple wives helping out, they built a freaking empire. And that's how easy it is, man. Migrate over here just came driving a damn bus is turning into all of that. But these women have been taught that they don't need a man. They're proud. They get all these benefits from the state. Then they start feeling themselves when they get those benefits. And subconsciously, they start losing respect because they're getting provided for by the government, the state, Esau. So they all need this nigga. I don't need you. What I need you for? I can do this by myself. I can do it by myself. I don't need you, nigga. And then what happens? What happens? She starts degrading them, talking them down, disrespecting, devaluing them. Next thing you know, she's out of there. That's why the welfare system was created. It was to destroy the black homes, man, the black families. It was perfectly crafted to do so. And it was crafted off the guidance of the Willie Lynch letters. Okay? So now you have a whole nation running rampant off of this shit. A whole nation. And it's completely infiltrated the military and the Secret Service. Once that's happened, how do you think these other countries looking in on this place, man? They are rubbing their hands together. Their mouth is watering. And they can't wait to come take this place. And it's going to be easy. Easy. But this is the times we in, man. It says, verse 5, to be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. And the aged women are supposed to be teaching the young women these things. They're not. Not at all. They're teaching their daughters to go get a job, go to college, have a career. Don't be dependent on a man. They're not teaching them how to cook, clean, how to respect their husbands. Everything on this list is not being taught to the young women. So this place is destined for doom. This is Jeremiah 31:22. Says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So that's a new thing. And this wasn't a positive thing. This was a judgment and a curse. And it's meant to help bring the destruction of Babylon. Okay? But this is a backsliding daughter. So how long are you going to keep doing this shit? A woman compass a man. Well, Isaiah 4:1 getting ready to hit, man. This is Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. The reproach is approaching. The reproach is approaching. Let's look up reproach. Okay? The expression of disapproval, disappointment. Reprove, reprimand, admonish, reproach, criticize adversely. You're going to go through a lot of terrible reproach in the times to come. Most of the men are going to be drafted, pass away in the war. Women are already outnumbering men like 7-1, man. So that just fits this prophecy right here, this scripture. It's already lined up. You're gonna have to be willing to share. And you're starting to see women come out with different videos on these social media platforms saying, "Oh, I'll share, I'm ready to share. You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being alone. I can't do it. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it." Start crying, breaking down because they find out these jobs is too stressful because it's not, the spirit is not giving you to work a damn job. It's not in your spirit to do that. So you want to do it because society tells you want to do it. It feels good getting money, X, Y, and Z. But over time, that shit wears you down, stress you out, makes you unhappy, or makes you overly proud. And when men don't want to deal with you, can't, you know, it's not natural in your nature. But when you follow the natural nature, you're in the household, taking care of the household, taking care of the kids. You don't have to work. The man is a provider. He's giving them money. The Lord just opens up doors. Somehow more money comes in for that situation. The Lord blesses his job, whatever he's got going on. And if you're being his peace, he's able to work at an extreme rate. He's able to be extremely motivated and is on fire, you know, as a workhorse. And he's not too exhausted because he has his rest at home. So you have your peace because you're serving your natural thing, what's naturally embedded in your brain and your DNA, and you're happy. You end up having kids, you know. You know, you end up getting thick, you know, get that ass start getting fat, you know, the thighs start getting filled up, breasts getting bigger, you know. And your husband's popping you on a regular basis, making you feel good. If you if you just stick to the script. This is the script. Stick to it. But you don't want to do it. But you're going to be forced to pretty soon. A lot of y'all going to be forced to, man, because there's not going to be any jobs. There's going to be nothing to work. Economy's going to be shit. Crash. World War III. Civil War. You think you're about to be working at some damn McDonald's when you got a soldier down the street with a big-ass rifle shooting the damn block up? Nah, you don't want to be there. You want to be in some type of shelter somewhere with a man that's got the gun and got the hands to protect you. Let's get that. This is the book of Isaiah 32:2. It says, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water, and a dry place as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land." So you got it, man. A man's going to be the person to protect you women. You ain't going to be protecting nobody in no Secret Service in that day. And if you are in that shit, you won't be living very long. Okay? You just won't. This is 1 Timothy 2:12. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to exhort authority over the man, but to be in silence." So you shouldn't have no Madam President. What does exhort mean? Take a position of power or importance, illegally or by force. Take the place of someone in a position of power. Okay? So you shouldn't have no female cops. You're not supposed to exhort authority over a man. And you got a women that you telling them, "Man, nigga, you need to do this. You do this shit. You do it, motherfucker. Get up. You do this. Do. You do what I say do. Do it. I was just, trying to throw a little weight around. That's that masculine demon energy. Well, outer order women. And all these outer order women, you have great suffering coming. If you don't repent and take heed to these warnings, you are going to be finished. A lot of you already are damn near doom finished because you dived in too deep into this shit. You know, you done been in positions where you done broke apart this home, left this man, did that. Oh, he did this, he did that. You know, but they don't self-reflect. What did you do to cause this shit all to happen? To fall apart? Did you respect him? Did you submit to him? Did you serve him? Did you try to sort authority over him? Did you stay in your place? Did you take care of the household? Did you cook? Did you do all the cooking? Did you clean? Did you give this man, sex, the love he needed? Did you give him rest? Or did he have to go out and work and go out and prophesy and come back and get stressed out and get degraded and belittled and argued on? That's not following what the teaching we read in Titus, man. You're not being obedient you didn't want to be obedient to your husbands. And then y'all get in situations where you start having kids by multiple husbands. Now you be in a position where it's really impossible to have you in a household doing those things, because you got to go work to take care of all these kids that you got, but all these different men. And you're all messed up, and it makes it uncomfortable for you bringing on baggage from someone else into another man's household. The kids ain't his. It becomes a lot of tension. Subconscious stress builds up. Fighting and arguing and screaming. Frustrations. Y'all women got to get in order, man. The best thing for y'all to do if you're a woman and you got kids by multiple different men, hey, give them kids to their fathers if they're alive and well and they're capable. And find you a man of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and submit and serve that man. Do what the hell he tells you to do. Okay? That's what you need to do. Submit and serve to him, man. Scripture says a woman shall be saved in childbearing. And you break down that word childbearing, not only does it mean having kids by him, but more so, childbearing goes into servitude and performing the marital duties. When you break down that word, the root word in the blue letter. That's how you get your salvation. So, hey, ultimately, man, hey, this is just a big setup. America's fell for a big setup to just be destroyed with this hyper feminism. And now it's way out the roof because you got a woman running for president. And if she get up in office, she gonna make some hella irrational, emotional decisions that's gonna catalyze this war and destroy this place. So with that, Lord's will, this lesson's edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who taught us his truth and will well. And salutations to you, hopefully that pushes truth in all honesty and sincerity. Shalom.